Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks to all those who watched the before and after of our apartment renovation, which I shared with you in the previous video. They say the devil is in the detail. So in this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the detailed breakdown of the costs involved in our renovation. If you are like us, you watched American YouTubers show you how they DIY'd their homes and thought, I could do that. We also thought we could DIY everything. But what we didn't realize is that in South Africa, we build with brick instead of wood or drywall. And the labor is cheaper in South Africa. So learning the task of tiling or plumbing and then buying the tools actually costs more than getting someone in to come and do the work. So the first thing we did when we got the keys was we got someone to remove the carpet in the lounge, specifically because it had stains on it. And then someone in our complex was renovating their kitchen, so we picked up their old kitchen cupboard pieces. We then removed the kitchen corner cupboard ourselves and had plumbing done for dishwasher and washing machine. We had to pay twice for this because the first guy messed it up, which was unfortunate. Around March, I decided to paint the green wall in the kitchen myself because it was really bothering me. And then mid-June is when we decided to, gather a few rands and to put in my mom's oven. We've just installed the new oven. Oh, it's old, but we've just put it in. And this required a special made cupboard because of its size. So we had to pay the carpenter and the electrician for that. August was sort of the big reno where we removed the wall between the lounge and the kitchen and then closed the door that came in from the corridor into the lounge. In December, we did the last bits of work, which was actually a lot more work than we thought. We got the tiling done by a great tiler, Damike. I will link his information in the description box below. And we decided to leave the carpet in the bedroom because it wasn't badly stained and because of budget constraints. And then we started on the kitchen. What I did, in a dumb way, was I didn't order certain items such as the countertop ahead of time. So by the time we wanted to order the countertop, the factory was closed. So that pushed out things like the kitchen cupboards out into January. The kitchen countertop was laminate and not a real stone. It was the same price as the ones you get at builders, so around 1,000 to 1,200 Rand. I've got it from a shop called Top Works in Cape Town, and they have a great variety of countertops that look expensive but are super affordable. So definitely check them out if you're wanting laminate or stone countertops. And then we had the kitchen cupboards done using the salvaged cupboards and a few new pieces. We got the tap and sink installed. And then we also got Lungi's cousin to do the paint work, which he did a really good job at. I think when painting a feature wall or trying out a different paint other than white, it's best to buy these small sample tubs. They're about 25 Rand a piece. And then you can sort of test it out on your walls, see what it looks like at nighttime, in the daytime, and how the light sort of reflects on it. We ended up going with a color that was in between this green and this blue, and I honestly think it turned out great. Lastly, we had the drywall installed. We have two regrets with the drywall installation. One was that we got 2 quotations for the drywall installation, and we decided to go with the cheaper one, obviously. And that the structurally it wasn't sound. The cheaper one wasn't structurally sound, so we had to have it restructured. So that guy didn't do a very good job, and I mean, we paid very little, so that's what you get for being a cheapskate. Secondly, we should have done the painting after we got the drywall installed, because what happened was that the rhinolite splattered all over the paint and the floors, so it really ruined a lot of things. We should have probably done it first, before the tiling and before the walls. These are the total renovation costs. I have ordered them from the most amount of money spent to the least. And as we can see, kitchen cupboards, we spent the most money on tiles, which is, I think, obvious. The demolition and the drywall installation, and then plumbing. I think I was most surprised by how much paint costs. I just want to mention that, for example, in kitchen cupboards, I've included things like taps, the material used, the sink, like delivery of items. So I think that's why it's so inflated, even if we used some second hand or salvaged material. So all in all, I think we came in just over the budget, and yeah, I think it was good. So I think the big question that most people would have is, how did we afford this? So we started out with a budget of 50,000 Rand. We did not have the 50,000 Rand or any amount at that time, but I believe in budgeting for your money before you get your money, or planning for your money before you get your money. And as you can see from the Excel sheet, we were not too far off from the budget. Why 50,000 Rand? So we decided on 50K because we thought, even if, the property market crashes and things go wrong, we could hopefully get that amount of money back. I think investing more than that would really have, it would have been a big risk. Already that amount was a big risk, but I think in terms of being sure that you can make that money back when you sell the property, we tried to spend as little as possible. How did we manage to afford this? Some savings, some credit card debt, some stokvel money that came in. And I think another thing is that we used relatively cheap tradespeople. And yeah, I don't advise it, but it worked out in some instances for us. In other instances, it didn't. But yeah, I think we used relatively affordable or cheap tradespeople, so it made things more affordable. And also, I think I did quite a lot of research, for example, in finding the countertop that I wanted that looked nice but was affordable, in going to places like Jelma for door handles, and they had a special luckily at that time. So just doing your research on what materials can look expensive but are then still affordable is important. So yeah, I think the last question we can answer is, was it worth it? Did we get the return on investment? And yeah, in the short term, The answer to that is no, because the rental income that we're getting is even less than before, when the property was being rented out before. So we're getting much less money compared to what we thought, and compared to what that property was giving before the renovations. In the long term, we hope that it will increase the resale value of the property. Having divided the spaces up will increase the resale value of the property. That's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.